Hello friends, I am Parvinder Randhawa from Ibsl India and you are watching my YouTube channel, that's Parvinder Randhawa Guru. Today I am going with the reading video and this video is taken on the reading passage from book Cambridge 11 Test 3 Passage 3 Cambridge 11 Test 3 Passage 3, right? And in this video which you will do with me a kind of, we can say that, Ielts lesson. So these are the questions which I have selected, that is which section contains the following information, and the question numbers are from 27 to 34 which I am going to do with you. And so let's start our class. And the passage, this one is the passage. I told you the book, that's the book number is Cambridge 11 Test 3 Reading Passage 3. So it's the Cambridge 11, right? So this is a topic related on the mathematical reasoning, a book description of a book that's written here, right? And these are the sections. So we have to find the sections according to the information. This is a complete passage from A to G here up to. So first of all, let's start underlining technique. So here there is a reference to books that assume a lack of mathematical knowledge. So here books, S is there, that's why underline a lack of mathematical knowledge. The way in which this is not atypical, so it is not atypical about mathematics. Personal examples, so here I underlined this one, being helped by mathematics, right? So it means I need a human here, right? Personal examples, examples of people who each had abilities that seemed, right, something different, incompatible. So examples of people after who, then he said that the abilities had seemed in, right, which is not similar. Mention of different focuses of books about math. So he said mention of different, then come to this one, of books. A contrast between reading this book, so between relation with and this book and other kinds of publication. He claimed that the whole of the book is accessible to everybody. Whole of the book, above all the everybody, right? Everybody is the word, a reference to different categories of intended readers of this book. So intended, right? So here I have to check the categories of readers. So let's start now. What's the best way? First to underline, then what we have to do, we have to go to para number A or section A, right? So here para A we have to go, right? So what we have to do here, if we will get any thing related to this, we will underline, either we will go to para B or in this way we will move. So let's go to this one, that where I have underlined here the main words. So please keep an eye on these words, so that when you find these words, just try to underline, right? So let's go to the section A or para A according to them, right? But it is not, paras are two here in A also, so we'll go with section word here, right? So occasionally in some different musical compositions there are beautiful but easy parts so simple a beginner could play them, right? So let me manage the sheet, we'll work accordingly. So it is with mathematics as well. There are some discoveries in advanced mathematics that do not depend on, right, specialized knowledge, no even algebra, trigonometry. So have you got any word? Please check this one, because I think this book may be with you also. Yes, one thing here we have to note, you may use any letter more than once. So please remember this one. It means we can repeat the letters also, because the questions are from 27 to 34. It means 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2. It comes out to be the 8 questions. Right. So I'm going to start here. Right, already started. So he said they may involve at most a little arithmetic, such as the sum of two odd numbers is even, and common sense. Each of the 8 chapters in this book illustrate this phenomena. Anyone can understand every step in the reasoning. Anyone I have got here. Right, so there is, I have already underlined the word which is related to anyone. So because already I have discussed in my previous videos also that anyone has a strong relation. He said claim that the whole book is accessible to everybody. Anyone can understand every step in the reasoning. But let's move to next line. Right, so there is a humans. I have also underlined personal. These are not the personal examples. The thinking in each chapter uses at most only arithmetic, right, and sometimes not even that. Thus all readers will have the chance to participate in a mathematical right. He said whole experience to appreciate the right beauty of mathematics and to become familiar with its logical whatever may be. All readers have the chance to claim that the whole of the book is accessible. Anyone can understand every step in the reasoning. So what's the name of the book? Let's check that he has written mathematical reasoning. So I think this is also written here, but I think this line ticks well, and anyone cuts with everybody, and whole of the book means in the reasoning. Here he claimed that is written here is accessible, understand every step. So this is a nice matching. So 33rd I am giving A. You can check this line is written rephrased as this line, or we can say this line is rephrased as this line, and they have also clarify in the next paragraph of this section. Right, so I have got one here, anyone or everybody. So this is due to this one. Then if I'll check a reference to books, no lackness is there. Up to here only benefits, right, and not a typical book. Personal examples. So let's go to another one, that is B here. We may read A again if we can't find the answers, but that is another term here. One of my purposes is in writing this book is to, so it means this is the line of the writer to give readers who haven't preface. Everybody knows what is that, who haven't had the opportunity to see and enjoy real mathematics. 1 minute. Writing this book to give readers the chance to appreciate the mathematical way. So he is giving chance to the readers to mathematical way, real mathematics, haven't had the opportunity to see and enjoy. It means this is to the, we can say that to the layman also, what I am getting from this line. See and enjoy real mathematics, the chance to appreciate the mathematic way of thinking. I want to reveal not only some of the fascinating discoveries, but more importantly the reasoning behind it. So this is the point, one of the purposes. So he's saying 1 minute, you can check here. So reference to books, no lack. The way in which this is not a typical book about mathematics. So he's saying that he will want to give chance, but I want to read another part of this section also before giving the answer. Right, then he said personal examples also. So let's, in that respect, this book differs from most books on mathematics written for the general public. So this here he has compared book with other books, right, from this line. Some present the lives of colorful mathematicians, others describe important applications of mathematicians, yet others go into mathematical procedures but assume that the reader is adept in using algebra. Right, so that's the over section B is there up to here only. Right, So he said this book differs from most other books, but what I have got here, he said that this book, where is that, this is not a typical book. It means this book is for laymen also, right? That you can see here from the see and enjoy real mathematics, the chance to appreciate the mathematical way of thinking, right? So he said to the people who haven't had the opportunity. So I think and you please, if I go with the, he said not a typical book, not a typical book. Typical has numerous, which means the special qualities also, right? Typical means special qualities also it has the, because as you can check the Oxford dictionary also as well as Cambridge also, right? Usual also it has the one meaning, but he is saying here that it hasn't any special qualities, means it means anybody can read it, right? Same is here, you haven't had the opportunity to see and enjoy real mathematics. He said the way in which this is not a typical book about. So which is the way here? Which is the way here? That he said that in clearly one of the purposes, right? So he is giving the one of the, so way in writing this book, the right, give readers who haven't the opportunity. So same is here, you can say again this is a paraphrase, so right answer is B here, right? And second thing, in that respect this book differs from most books on mathematics. So he is managing this book from other also, right? So he is saying that how this book is different, right? Because some present the lives of colorful mathematicians. So what's their point here? Others describe important applications. He is describing, right? So some describe it this one, some describe in this way, right? Others. And you can check here please, we have already underlined here what I have underlined, because this book differs from most different foxes of books about mention mathematics, you can, right? So this is number, suppose I am giving number 1, and another book that is number 2. Which one is number 2? This one is, right? This book has the focus on the layman person so that they can understand mathematics, because it is written for the general public also. So naturally it's not typical also, that's why I read this line also, right? So it is not for the journal book, differs from, so it is not a typical book. I can say that it is a because I told you that because it's for the general public. Second thing, now he is saying some second book it presents the colorful mathematicians, so their idea is something different. Others means number 4 book, they have the important applications of mathematics, so they have another idea, right? So which one book is colorful, right? Means pictures are there in that, I think, right? So another one is that important, they describe the some of the applications, but this book has covered, it is for only the general public. So here the foxes goes to this one again, that's to the B, because how this book has, we can say that different books have different ideas to write, right? So that's the point here. After this I am going to the next one, that is because I got 2 here and 1 from section A, right? So let's try me C now, and because the sections are from A to G, right? So I hope this book will help bridge the notorious gap that separates the two cultures. So here he is talking about the two cultures. One is the humanities, that's the arts and the science, or should I say, or should, right? So he said that one thing here, right? What is written here, there is a means, it means it bridge the notorious gap that separates two culture. I hope so. This is only a hope here, right? And there is if there is any kind of hope word, so I'll give, right? But claim is there, so I can't give. Next is, as the chapters will illustrate, mathematics is not restricted to the right. Analytical and numerical intuition plays whatever may be significant. The alleged gap can be narrowed or completely overcome by anyone, in part because each of us is far from using the full capacity of either side of brain. So he's talking about this one to find. Then he is putting any kind of, you can say that example also, human potential. So I have underlined human also, that's personal examples, right? I cite means here quote means just like we can say give an example. A structural engineer, right, who is an artist. So engineer means civil engineering, right, who has to give structures, who has to maintain structures of the building. He is an artist, right? An electrical engineer who is an, right, we can say singer also, and right, and he said that it, who published mathematical research, and a mathematician who publishes short stories. So he is giving he has right, what is there, the examples of the people are written. Engineer, they are going artist, right? Engineer, engineer is we can say singer also. Singer is research person also, and mathematician is we can say short story writer. So humans we have underlined. One is this one, this is not the personal examples, and another one is this one, we have already underlined examples of people who each had abilities that seem incompatible. Incompatible means which is not, what is compatible, right? So you can check the word here, that's very much important. So they have written here clearly incompatible. So here the thing is that, so every person is doing something different from others. So you can check examples. How many examples are there? One, illustrate, it's a part of example. 1, 2, right? Opera singer also. Then we can say that this one. So means that they are different. They are different. Each had, right? If we can say that these abilities that seem means different here. So I think this is the right example because they have different. Singer is, we can say that they are writing. Singer is doing one thing. He is mathematical research. He is doing, right, and a mathematician short stories. It means they have the different abilities that he is saying here. So that's why the answer is C here. So we went to C. Now let's go to the D section here. Other scientists have written books to explain their fields to non-scientists, right? But have, right, had to omit 1 minute. Omit. I have underlined one word here, that is a lack here. Right, if you check the dictionary meaning, omit is always, we can say that we in common terms we can say delete also, but right, so it is a kind of omit the mathematics, right, lack of mathematical knowledge. But have other scientists have written books to explain, but I want to read the complete section, so let's go with it. Explain their fields to non-scientists. So non-scientists is there, right? So non-scientists, now I am getting a lack of mathematical knowledge. So these are the non-scientists. Explain their fields, but have omit the mathematics, although it provides the foundation of their theories. So it provides the foundation of their theories. The reader must remain a fine rather than an involved participant, since the appropriate language for describing the details in much of the science is mathematics, where the subject is expanding universe, subatomic particles or chromosome through the broad outline of scientific theory can be sketched, right? Can be sketched. Fine. When a part of physical universe is finely understood, its description often, right, looks like a page in a mathematics text. So here I haven't got anything, right? But here from the fields to non-scientists. Non-scientists is my lack of mathematical knowledge, I can say that, right? This, so but have this one. He said reference of books. So where are the books? Other scientists have written books. So books I have got with books here. Reference. So this is written here, right? To explain their fields to non-scientists who has the lack of mathematical knowledge. Because he said that though the broad outline of scientific theory can, right, so he has written something, but it is not related to sketched, right? Fine. Intuitively, when a part of physical universe is finely understood. So he hasn't written anything clearly here. So but here from this line, that is clearly written here. You can check here that written books to explain their fields to non-scientists here. So that's he has written here. So non-scientists, fine, and there a lack of mathematical knowledge, again he has written, but they have necessarily had to omit the mathematics. So had to omit, but he said a reference to books, so written books to explain. So I think the right answer is here D. Now how many left? 29th. So haven't I on this one? 29th and 34th. Right, these are left. In this personal examples I have to find, in this categories I have to find. So 2 points are there. One, this also left between, this may be the other kind of publication. So I am going to this section, next one, right, E. So let's go to this one. He said, since the non-mathematical reader can go far in understanding mathematical reasoning, this book presents the detail that illustrates the mathematical style of thinking, which involves sustained step-by-step right analysis, experiments and insights. Fine. So you will turn these pages much more slowly than when reading a novel. Break. You will turn these pages much more slowly than when reading a novel or a newspaper. So already I have read here. It may help to have a pencil and paper ready to check claims and carry out experiments. So he has written here a contrast between, you will turn these pages much more, because I got the word publication here, much more slowly than when reading. So what's the contrast here between reading this book and reading? So they are talking about reading. Turn these pages much more slowly when reading a novel or newspaper. So here both reading are there between other kind of publications. So what are the publications here? Novels or newspapers here. So now how many left are there? Two are left. A reference to different categories of intended readers of this book. This I am going in description, because when I do right, so that's why this video may take more time, because I am describing the things on the spot also. As I wrote, I kept in mind two types of readers. So here he is saying two type of readers, right? Those who enjoyed mathematics until they were turned off by the unpleasant episode, usually around 5th class, and the right, he is saying something here also, we can check. As I wrote, I kept in mind two type of readers who enjoyed mathematics until they were turned. So here he is talking about two type of readers also. Types are related to the categories, everybody knows. So we got a one synonym, because different categories are written and two types are written. He said of readers, right? Readers are readers, but intended those who enjoyed mathematics. So of this book, a reference. So he said usually around 5th class, right? So he has written here clearly, I kept in mind two type of readers. So his categories are written here, types are written. So who enjoyed mathematics until they were turned off, right, about their 5th grade, and mathematics aficionados who will find much that is new throughout the book. The book also serves readers who simply want, so also serves to sharpen their right analytical skills. Right, many careers such as law and medicine require extended precise analysis. Each chapter offers practice in following a sustained and closely argued line of thought. That mathematics can develop this skills shown by these two testimonials, right? So this is the point here. So but I got from here, that is types and categories. So categories or readers of readers, and a reference to different. So who are these? One is who dropped their mathematics around the 5th grade, and the right who are attracted towards the, because they want more something in mathematics. So this is the right match. Why to go anywhere? So F is the right answer here. Now I'm going to the next section. I can't say para, because I read this one. A physician wrote, so I think so I got the answer in first line, personal examples, because this is a physician. So what he wrote, so this may be my answer, but I am not sure. In this only 28th and 31st repeated, right? Else C not repeated, right? So here let's do personal examples being help. But where is the help here? The in mathematics prepared the extremely well for medical school. In medicine, one is faced with a problem which must be thoroughly analyzed before a solution can be found. So the process is similar to doing mathematics. So he is saying one thing, prepared me. Yes, so he said prepared me. So he said helped by. So this is one example only. A lawyer made the same point. I have no background in law, not even one political science course. I did well, one of the best schools. I had to my success there to have learned through the right. He is also talking about this book. So these are the two examples are there, and we got S here due to the two persons. So naturally answer is G. So these are the answers with tips. The thing is that it's best that you should underline first the number of the questions. Just we did here from 27 to 34. After this, go to the sections and try to search in serial number. We got A here, we got B here, B 2 times. Then C we got here. D is not there. E is there. E fine. F is there. G is there. So this is a point here. Right. So, and you are watching my YouTube channel, that's Parvinder Randhawa Guru. I am trying to come with new ideas also, new tips and tricks also. Still, I want to say that this is a great ocean, right? We have to capture more and more, because Ielts is not in common terms I want to say, fine, it's a very big ocean, but basically it's based on the tips only, right? There are some tips and the great role of grammar also. Yes, you have checked here. We try to solve some of the things with grammar. So remain you can check always. There are new videos. So please subscribe my channel so that you can get notifications. Like, comment, and share my YouTube channel. I always try to do reading. But the thing is this reading in this session. So the time is taken more. The reason behind this, because in this the descriptions were they are the part of the class. That's the reason here. And I did questions from 27 to 34. So please you can counter check your questions with the book I told you. That's Cambridge 11 test 3. Fine. And you can check it also. And my English session is going to be over. So again I am saying please subscribe my channel. That's Parvinder Randhawa Guru, and like, comment, and share. Fine. That's all for the English session. Now I'll go I'll speak in Hindi, and the time is 27.22. Right. तो यहाँ हमने क्वेश्चन सेलेक्ट किए थे, डेट इज 27 to 34, और जिसमें मुझे 27 में मैंने अंडरलाइन किया था बुक्स के बाद मैंने लैक ऑफ मैथमेटिकल नॉलेज को कैच किया था, क्योंकि इसमें उसने कहा ना दैट एज्यूम ए लैक ऑफ मैथमेटिकल नॉलेज। द वे इन विच दिस इज़ नॉट अ टिपिकल बुक अबाउट मैथमेटिक्स की तरीका था भी, ये टिपिकल बुक नहीं है। टिपिकल का मतलब यहाँ पे कुछ अलग सी नहीं है, यूजुअल है। तो टिपिकल के मीनिंग अगर आप डिक्शनरी में देखेंगे तो यू विल फाइंड न्यूमेरस मीनिंग्स, राइट। और इसका बहुत मतलब कि नाइस वर्ड टू एक्सप्लेन समथिंग, बिकॉज आपका क्यू कार्ड भी होता है। पर्सनल एग्जांपल्स ऑफ बीइंग हेल्प बाय मैथमेटिक्स, पर्सनल एग्जांपल जो देने थे, मैथमेटिक्स ने हेल्प किया उनको, तो यहाँ नेचुरली ह्यूमन आएगा, डेट्स व्हाई आई हैव रिटन ह्यूमन हियर। एग्जांपल्स ऑफ पीपल हु ईच, तो यहाँ लोग हैं जिनकी एबिलिटीज़ कुछ डिफरेंट है, मतलब कि जैसे हमने यहाँ सर्च किया था तो उस हिसाब से क्वेश्चंस करेंगे, तो मैंने पीपल अंडरलाइन किया, एबिलिटीज़ करी, इनकम्पैटिबल अंडरलाइन किया। मेंशन ऑफ डिफरेंट फोकसेस ऑफ बुक्स अबाउट मैथमेटिक्स, वो फोकस कैसे देते हैं मैथमेटिक्स की। कंट्रास्ट में उसने कंट्रास्ट किया हुआ है, कंट्रास्ट कंपेयर थोड़ा डिफरेंट होता है, आपको पता ही है। रीडिंग दिस बुक एंड रीडिंग अदर काइंड्स ऑफ पब्लिकेशन। यहाँ क्लेम है कि होल ऑफ द बुक इज एक्सेसिबल, कि सभी के लिए एक्सेसिबल है। यहाँ पे डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज थी इंटेंडेड रीडर्स ऑफ दिस बुक, की बुक्स के इंटेंडेड रीडर्स थे, राइट। तो ये जो टास्क लिया गया है कैम्ब्रिज 11 टेस्ट 3 से लिया गया है। तो ये पैसेज है कैम्ब्रिज 11 टेस्ट 3 पैसेज, रीडिंग पैसेज 3। तो यहाँ सेक्शन ए में हमने स्टार्ट किया, तो यहाँ से हमने जैसे पढ़ना स्टार्ट किया तो यहाँ तक हमें कोई वर्कआउट नहीं मिला। मैं शीट को एक मिनट प्लीज़ मैनेज कर लो। यहाँ पे हमें कोई वर्कआउट नहीं मिला, लेकिन जैसे ही एनीवन मिला तो हमने एवरीबडी को अंडरलाइन किया हुआ था। तो हमें थोड़ा स्ट्रेस हो गया कि एनीवन में ऑलमोस्ट 100% पीपल आते हैं, एवरीबडी में भी 100% आते हैं। तो अगर आप देखोगे तो ये लाइन इसकी पूरी पैराफ्रेज है, एनीवन कैन अंडरस्टैंड एवरी स्टेप स्टेप इन द रीजनिंग, राइट। एवरीबडी आपका एनीवन से कट गया, एक्सेसिबल आपका अंडरस्टैंड से कट सकता है, होल ऑफ द बुक, एवरी स्टेप इन द रीजनिंग, बुक का नाम ही मैथमेटिकल रीजनिंग है, राइट। ये बुक ही मैथमेटिकल, तो इसलिए ये आपका हल्का सा मैच हो जाता है। सॉरी, हल्का नहीं, कंप्लीट मैच होता है। तो ये मेरा आंसर 33rd आ गया। अगर मैंने आके भी इसके बारे में पढ़ा था, आपने देखा होगा, राइट, दिस ऑल रीडर्स विल हैव द चांस टू पार्टिसिपेट इन अ मैथमेटिकल एक्सपीरियंस, की ऑल रीडर्स की बात भी करती, तो थोड़ा सा मुझे फेथ हो गया कि मैं ठीक चल रहा हूँ। अब हम चले गए सेक्शन बी में। जब हम सेक्शन बी में गए तो इसने पहली लाइन में लिखा है कि मेरा पर्पस क्या है, राइट, कि सी एंड इंजॉय, जिनको मैथमेटिक्स नहीं पता उनको भी नॉलेज मिलेगी मैथमेटिक्स में, क्योंकि रीजनिंग की बुक है, आपको पता है रीजनिंग बुक किस लिए होती है, एग्जाम प्रिपरेशन के लिए होती है। रियल मैथमेटिक्स, द चांस टू अप्रिशिएट द मैथमेटिकल वे ऑफ थिंकिंग। तो इसने यहाँ पे बड़ा अच्छा बता रखा है कि सभी के लिए, ये सभी नहीं कह सकता जिन्होंने मैथमेटिक नहीं देखा, तो यहाँ पे सभी नहीं कह सकता, आई एम चेंजिंग माई लैंग्वेज। तो एक तरह से ये क्या है, टिपिकल बुक नहीं है, मतलब इसलिए आपको हर किसी को समझ आ जाएगी जिन्होंने मैथमेटिक देखा नहीं, रियल मैथमेटिक मतलब जिन्होंने मैथमेटिक पढ़ा नहीं, जल्दी छोड़ दिया, ये कहने का मतलब। और आगे जाके इसने क्या किया, इसलिए आप ध्यान से देखो, वे इन विच दिस इज नॉट ए टिपिकल बुक, तो जब इसने क्लियर कर दिया कि अप्रिशिएट द मैथमेटिकल वे ऑफ थिंकिंग, जिन्होंने देखो हैवंट हैड अपॉर्चुनिटी टू सी एंड एंजॉय रियल मैथमेटिक्स, तो क्लियर कर दिया इस पर्सन ने, राइट, चांस टू अप्रिशिएट द मैथमेटिकल वे ऑफ थिंकिंग। जब मैं नेक्स्ट पे गया, In that respect, this book differs from most books on mathematics written for the general public, कि ये बुक, यहाँ से भी मुझे हल्का सा टिप मिला था कि ये जनरल पब्लिक के लिए है, तो नॉट टिपिकल वाली लाइन मैं यहाँ भी मैच कर सकता हूँ, ठीक है, डिफर्स। लेकिन यहाँ पे थोड़ा बुक को डिफरेंस ले गया था, तो फिर भी मैं इसको मैच कर सकता हूँ। फिर इसने मुझे जो आंसर अगला नेक्स्ट 31 दिया, मेंशन ऑफ डिफरेंट फोकसेस ऑफ बुक, राइट, फोकस की बात कर रहा है, दैट्स द मेन थिंग हियर। तो ये जो वर्कआउट कर रहा है यहाँ पे भी डिफरेंट है बुक्स के अबाउट मैथमेटिक्स। तो इसने कहा कि कुछ बुक्स में कलरफुल मैथमेटिशियंस होते हैं, लाइफ के बारे में बताते हैं, कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट एप्लीकेशंस के बारे में बताते हैं। अदर को इनटू मैथमेटिकल प्रोसीजर में जाते हैं कि वो ये मानते हैं कि अलजेब्रा है, तो उसकी बात बताइए कि उनकी बुक्स की क्या सोच है। बट ये बुक्स जो है जनरल पब्लिक के लिए है। तो इसने बड़ा क्लियर किया है कि मेंशन ऑफ डिफरेंट, राइट, तो कैसे डिफरेंट आप उसको कर सकते हैं, तो इसने क्लैरिफाई किया है। नेक्स्ट में चला गया मैं, तो इसलिए ये आंसर आ गया आपका। फिर मैं मूव कर गया सी के अंदर, ठीक है। सी में मेरा वर्कआउट मिला मुझे यहाँ जाके, क्योंकि मैंने यहाँ पे ह्यूमंस को अंडरलाइन किया था, यहाँ पे पीपल को। तो ह्यूमंस मेरे ये जो थे, इसने कहा एग्जांपल्स दे रखे हैं जिनकी एबिलिटी अलग अलग तरह की। आप ध्यान से देखो, यहाँ पे इसने इंजीनियर का एग्जांपल दिया जो आर्टिस्ट है, और इंजीनियर का एग्जांपल दिया जो सिंगर है, सिंगर का एग्जांपल दिया जो रिसर्च करता है, मैथमेटिशियन है जो शॉर्ट स्टोरीज। इसका मतलब सबकी अलग अलग डिफरेंट है, राइट, फाइन, स्किल्स कह सकते हो आप कॉमन लैंग्वेज में, डिफरेंट। तो इसलिए डी मेरा, ये सॉरी सी मेरा आंसर आया 30th में। जब मैं डी में गया तो फर्स्ट लाइन पे मुझे जो लैक ऑफ मैथमेटिकल नॉलेज है, जो 27th क्वेश्चन आपका, ये देखिए, रिटर्न बुक्स टू एक्सप्लेन देयर फील्ड्स टू नॉन साइंटिस्ट, राइट, हैव रिटन बुक्स टू एक्सप्लेन देयर फील्ड्स टू नॉन साइंटिस्ट, अदर साइंटिस्ट हैव रिटन बुक्स टू एक्सप्लेन देयर फील्ड्स टू। तो इसने कहा कि दैट इज ह्यूमन लैक ऑफ मैथमेटिकल नॉलेज। तो वही बात इसने करी, हैड टू ओमिट द मैथमेटिक्स, प्रोवाइड्स अ फाउंडेशन ऑफ देयर थ्योरीज, राइट। सो ये चीज आ गई आपकी, इसने क्लियर किया है यहाँ पे कि फील्ड्स टू नॉन साइंटिस्ट के साथ डील करा है। तो इसने ओमिट से मैंने कैच किया था, हैड टू ओमिट द मैथमेटिक्स, की मैथमेटिक्स को क्यों ओमिट करना, किस चीज़ की को कमी रखना, राइट। तो लैक ये वाला आपका मैच हो गया। ये मेरा डी इसलिए 27th का आ जाता है। आगे मैं गया जब वर्कआउट करने, तो ई पे मुझे कुछ नहीं मिला, तो डेट्स वाई मैंने उसका इसका आंसर डी में गए तो उसने कहा कि 2 टाइप ऑफ रीडर्स हैं, तो मैंने एकदम डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज ऑफ रीडर्स आ गया। कैटेगरीज आपका टाइप्स के साथ होता है, ठीक है। तो इंटेंडेड है, इंटेंडेड वही बता रहा ना कि देखो प्रीफेस जब प्री फेस से पहले प्री प्री मतलब उससे पहले लिख रहा है कि ये बुक किसके लिए बेनिफिट है, तो हर बुक में आपको प्रीफेस मिलता है कि कैसे बेनिफिट देती है आपको। तो यही चीज इस पर्सन ने लिखी है यहाँ पे कि 2 टाइप्स ऑफ रीडर है, यहाँ पे कैटेगरीज लिखा हुआ है। आगे वर्कआउट करते हैं हम लोग। एफ के बाद हमारा एक ही क्वेश्चन रह गया था, पर्सनल एग्जाम्पल्स। तो एक फिजिशियन का एग्जाम्पल है, उसने बताया कि मैथमेटिक्स ने मुझे कैसे हेल्प की। ये आप देखिए ना, थॉट प्रोसेस, रीजनिंग की बात कर रहे हैं ना वो। तो मैथमेटिक्स में रीजनिंग बुक आती है, मैथमेटिक्स का पार्ट है वो भी। इसी तरह इन्होंने लॉयर ने बताया हुआ है कि उनको एडमिशन लेना था या कोई वर्कआउट करना था, उसकी बैकग्राउंड नहीं थी, राइट, नो बैकग्राउंड, आई एट्रीब्यूट माय सक्सेस टू वन, आई डिड वेल। तो टेस्ट होते हैं, उनको उसने क्लियर कर दिया। तो ये पर्सनल एग्जांपल्स आ गए, तो जी बन गया। तो इस तरह 27 से 34 हमने वर्कआउट किया और हमारे आंसर्स बन गए। तो जो एक्सप्लेन किया, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब माय यूट्यूब चैनल, दैट्स परविंदर रंधावा गुरु, और लाइक कमेंट एंड शेयर। आई एम ट्राइंग टू स्पीक इन बोथ लैंग्वेजेस, दैट इज इंग्लिश एज वेल एज हिंदी। द थिंग इज दैट the main concept I have to imbibe in you, that how to do reading, what are the tips if I am going for the reading video. And I always take my a part of my session as a class, that how I am going to work. तो ये सारा वर्कआउट किया हुआ है, जिसके ऊपर आप चेक कर लो, राइट। And I always remain updated to Ielts also, so that I can get the latest things. And I have taken this task from Cambridge 11, right, that is test 3, that's written on the sheet also, and reading passage 3. So you can check by yourself also, and you can manage accordingly, right. And this video, it was demand of one of the subscribers, so that's the part of this one. So thanks for watching my YouTube channel, and remain subscribed to the YouTube channel, and please subscribe for the newcomers so that you can get the notifications.